Do you really want to change your life? This is the video for you. It only takes 1 minute. 1 minute, 1 second, one thought, one idea, one decision. Do you really want to change your life? Do you? Listen to this. I have a question for you. What's your goal for today? What's your goal for tomorrow? What's your goal for this week? What's your goal for the next 1 month? What's your goal for the next 3 months? What's your goal for the next 6 months? What's your goal for the next 1 year? What's your goal for 1 year to come? What's your goal for the next 12 years to come? What's your goal for the next 10 years to come? When do you want to retire from your job? What's your goal? Do you think that you're going to be young forever? That's a no. I'm too old that I'm learning this. I'm putting this into my mind. But if you're below that, if you're below 25, you need to sit down with yourself and your future self. You need to sit down. This is serious. Life is goddamn serious. Life is goddamn serious. Just imagine you being 8 years old, 9 years old, that you don't have this energy you have today. What are you going to do? Your life is a mess. Your wife left you. Your kids got their own kids who got their own kids. You are alone. You are facing your deathbed. What are you going to do? That life starts now. And do you know what? To make sure you get there before you get there, it's right now. Goals. So what I'm going to tell you, I know many people don't like watching these videos. I don't care. But I'm going to tell you the truth. Goals. What are you planning? So I think this is the most helpful video that I'm going to ever do in my lifetime. This is a video that can change your life. So how do you set your goals? The easiest way is to set goals for tomorrow, but because today is gone, no matter when you're watching this video, today is gone. So, but you can start planning for tomorrow. So what do you do? Before you go to bed, take that minute. Look back and see, what have I achieved today? For most of us who are young, we have achieved nothing. So how do you go about it? Before you sleep, take that minute. Take a piece of paper, or the best thing I can advise you is to get a diary or buy a book. The best thing to do is get a diary that you're going to carry everywhere. And I'm not telling you to buy a phone that's going to write your goals there. Buy a book, such a book, hardcover. Every day before you sleep, make sure you write your goals. What do we do for this goal? We call them a to-do list. A to-do list is a list that is made for you to make sure you utilize the day that is coming, which is tomorrow. Very good. Plan for tomorrow today. Write it down. Tomorrow I'm going to wake up at 5 a.m. Write it down. I'm going from 5 a.m. to 6, I'm going to do this. From 6 to 8, I'm going to do this. Until I'm going to end my work day at 8. I'm going to travel home at 9. But let me tell you, the first 1 week is going to be hard. The second week is going to be also hard. To make sure that you don't repeat the same mistakes, How do you go about it? So before you sleep, you have to take your to-do list and check, did I achieve this? Did I wake up at this time? No, because your mind was not meant to regulate itself. It has to be pushed. You have to push yourself from a comfort zone. So what do? For the first 1 week, tell yourself, I was supposed to do this, I've not done this. Why? So your mind started correcting itself. So you say that you should be waking up at 4, you woke up at 6. So tomorrow you're going to wake up at 5:30. When you're going to sleep, you're going to look at your to-do list, that day's to-do list. Did I achieve this? Did I achieve this? No. That's how you make sure you train your mind. This used to happen when you were in primary schools. Every lesson for 12 seconds. The teacher walks out and the teacher gets in. You used to tune your mind to that rhythm because there was a master. But for now, you don't have a master, you're a grown-up. You have to train your mind. You have to switch your mind off and on. So make sure that you're able to follow. Today, I will say that I woke up. Actually, go and check the rich. People who have made money. They usually wake up at 5, at 4, at 3. Because they have math going. You find someone is the director and he has 6 companies. Other people have 30 companies. If you're in around Kenya, go and type Humphrey Kariuki. That guy has 30 companies which are affiliated to him. You cannot have that companies that you're a director and you wake up at 8. That guy wakes up at 3, at 4 latest. So make sure you win your day before you leave it. So have a to-do list. So when you have written a to-do list and you find that what you say that you're going to achieve, you have achieved, then from there, make a monthly goal. I want to make this kind of money. Hope you're together. Make short-term goal. A goal that's a weekly goal, a monthly goal, 3-month goal. Those are called short terms. Any goal that is less than 3 months, it's called a short goal, short-term goal. Write them down. Write them down. If you have a to-do list and you follow that to-do list, we call the to-do list or the short-term goals, and we call them the drivers. I want to have this kind of a TV. I want to be wearing like this. I want to be sending my parents this kind of money. I want to be living in this neighborhood. Start there. Weekly goals, monthly goals. In the next 3 months, I want to change my phone. I want to have an iPhone. Start there. If you have a to-do list and you follow it for 90 days, we call it 90-day game plan in many businesses. 90-day game plan. If you can follow your to-do list 90 days and at least work from 12 to 16 hours in a day, my friend, believe you me, you're going to change your life. It's the hardest thing in the world, but it's the most rewarding thing in the world. So make sure you have a to-do list. A to-do list, that's number 1 step. I cannot plan your life. Just write. By tomorrow I'm going to do this. By tomorrow I'm going to do this. Write it by time. Between 6 and 5, I do this. Between 7 and 9, I do this. Between 9 and this, then they are got to make sure that I want to have called these people, I want to have done these people. If you do it for 90 days, you'll be successful, very much successful. There's no you're going to wake up at 9 and compete with someone who woke up at 5. It doesn't happen. There's no you're going to work at 11 and think that you're competing with someone who woke up at 5. Having in mind that maybe you are at the same level of life. So make sure you plan your days before you leave it. Make sure you don't have a day to waste. Some people tell me it's on a Sunday. God said that we rest on Sunday. But did you know what God did for him to rest? He created the world in 6 days. He rested. So how are you resting on a Sunday and you created nothing? You created nothing. Even if people don't see. I make these videos now and then and people don't watch them. But I still make the videos because I've developed a discipline. So if you manage your time, your day, you become a person of discipline. and a person doesn't have a discipline, he's always late, always comes late. You never get your time right. Don't regret when it is too old. For me, I'm old to know this, and that's why I'm talking to you. Maybe it can help you. So when you have short-term goals which are less than 3 months, when you have these short-term goals, if you achieve, you will not achieve all of them. You're going to achieve some. You know? Because no one is perfect. You get these people that, you get these days you are sick, these days you are in hospital, these times you cannot be perfect, but you fight at least 40 to 50%. And if your goal is to make from now to the next 3 months, if your goal is to make 50,000 money, 50,000, 100,000, if you achieve just that one, it's going to take care of the others. Then you have middle term goals. These goals that you want to achieve from maybe 6 months to 1 year to 2 years. Those are called middle term goals. Middle term goals. Middle term goals, they are not going to be achieved if you don't get these fast term goals, these short term goals. Now that you can be able to keep a time value, a time frame and money frame. By the next 6 months, I want to be making 300,000. I want to have this kind of phone. I want to be dressing like this. Make sure that it is written. Make sure that it is written. Then you have to have those long-time goals. 5 years. I want to be an MP. I want to be a director. I want to be leading my company. I want to be the most hired person in my field. Write it down and give it a time frame by 5 months, 5 years, long-term goals. Make sure you write them. Make sure you write them. The best part of it is before you sleep, read them. When you are reading your to-do list, before you wake up, read them. I'll put together. Read them. It's going to train your mind, because when you are young, you had your parent to make sure that you utilize your time wisely. But when you are old, that's when you have people that are going to tell you, go to the club. Let's do this. Let's go and waste money. Let's go and steal. Let's go and take some bang, you know. Let's go and take some marijuana. Make sure you are the author of your life. I'm not telling you not to have time for your family. I'm not telling you not to have time for yourself. I'm not telling you not to have time for your parents. But make sure it is written. Make sure it is written somewhere. Somewhere that you can read every day. Every day. If you come to my desk where I work, there is a lot of work and there is a lot of paperwork. Even if someone told me I should meet them on Saturday, I usually write it down, because I don't use my mind as a filing cabinet, because human is to forgetting. So I make sure I elaborate those points very well, because I know where I'm going is not how many people they are going. And it only needs 3 years, 1,000 days to change your life. It only needs 90 days. Those are 3 months. Your current life. To change your life 100%, you need 1,000 days to 2,000 days. Those are 3 years to 5 years. And if you want to become a master of what you do, it will take you 7 years. 7 years is almost 2,000 days. And you become a master of what you do. So don't waste your time. Money, you can waste money. You can waste this stuff. You can waste money. Money. You always waste money and get more. This stuff, you can waste this thing. This money, you can always. These are just paper. This is value. This is valueless. You can always waste this thing. But time, if you waste it, you never get it. Time wasted is never recovered. Time wasted is never recovered. That's the difference why in the next 20 years, you might be living in the slums, and another person who took care of his life is living in the places where you call for the rich. They are flying from. In the next 20 years, you don't need to be in someone's car. You don't need to be in public vehicles. You don't need to be using trains. You should have your own car. You should be flying from country to country, not from one village, walking from one village to another village. For me, when I sit next to an old person, I always ask 3 questions. Number 1, what do you regret most that you could have done when you were young? 99% of them, they tell me, most of my time I wasted with nonsense friends. That's what most of them tell me. I used to waste my money. I wasted my youthful years. This is what I'm going to tell you. Don't misuse your youthful years. Make sure you get the best out of the little time you have. Value time when you have it in abundance, rather than valuing time when you don't have. Go and look for someone who is 80 years old, 90. Ask him, what do you regret most in your lifetime? He's going to tell you, I regret my life because I wasted my youthful years, my energy years in nonsense, in women, in wasting money. They wasted their life when they were young. You can always lose money, but you cannot lose a skill, and you'll never gain time wasted. Don't ever lie to yourself that what I was supposed to do today, I'm going to compensate it tomorrow. Today is gone, today is gone. Today is gone. And it's gone forever. Forgive yourself for wasting your life if you are below 40. But now, it's time to change. It's time to change right now. Start planning for tomorrow. I'm recording this video at night in the office. Those people we work with are asleep and they're doing the other things. But promise you this, where I'll be in the next 20 years, if I'll still be breathing, it's not where they're going to be. That I can tell you to take it to the bank, because I know. I'm not competing with anyone. I live my own life because it's me. It's my goals. It's my dream, not their dream. So make sure you have goals for today, goals for tomorrow, and believe you me, you're going to achieve more. Please, when you see this video and you think it can help someone, like, share, and subscribe. If you want a business coach for your business, just DM me and I'm going to give you my number. I'm going to come to your business and I'm going to make sure we turn around sales. We're going to make sure that you turn your business around. Have a good day. Have a good week. Make sure you have your goals. Always, James.